Hey, avocado. I'd come on tonight and give you a short rundown of my latest. Physical symptoms are just out of control. Anxiety was really bad today. Got a little better this evening. I mean, it's staying bad. Um, Hello. It's staying bad, but it's better than it was earlier today. But I think it'll remain that way until my symptoms calm down. It's just kind of all together. It needs to calm down. I've been doing everything in my power to have shit calm down. A lot of relaxation, meditation, not moving too much, just trying to get the nervous system to calm down, breathing stuff. It hasn't made a difference whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. Maybe it has and I don't know it yet. But as far as I know, things are just progressing still. So I don't know when it's going to stop progressing. And once it stops progressing and it gets to a normal level, I think the anxiety will calm down a little bit. Because since I don't know where it's going and what's happening, it kind of freaks me out. So I'm not going to stay on too long tonight. I just wanted to talk for a few. Last few days, I've been mostly sitting around, wasting my time. I've been working, but I'm working from home. And I'm mostly just wasting my time. It fucking sucks. It sucks. I mean, there's so much I want to be doing, and I have to accept the fact that my life is not going to be what I want it to be for a long time. I was starting to build it up a little bit, and that gave me hope and motivation. But now that I'm back into these setback type places, which will take a while to recover from, I just know. I mean, I hope not. Maybe it'll change quicker than I think, but within the last 7.5 years, anytime something happened like this, it never just got better. So I have to learn to accept that this is what happens once in a while. And I have to reevaluate everything I'm doing, like work wise and stuff like that. Um, I have all the same passions and everything like that. That doesn't change no matter how sick I am. But that means I won't be able to do the things I'm looking forward to um, or want to do. Some things within this next month I'm going to do because they were planned and I'm going to do them. But from there on out, it's more or less just drudging along. I'm supposed to taper my Remeron next month. I can't imagine that's going to happen. The weird part is, like, I would probably feel a little bit better mentally if I tapered. But might take me apart too, mentally and physically. So I guess we'll just see where I'm at then, but I seriously doubt it. Seriously doubt it. I was really hoping that setbacks wouldn't happen so I can continue to taper and keep on my path, you know. Usually when I taper, I'm already in bad shape, but this is ridiculous. So honestly, the physical symptoms are so rough, and I could deal with those as I always have, but when I have the anxiety on top of it, that's brutal anxiety, and I can't do shit about that anxiety other than just wait it out and hope for the best. I mean, it is a fucking struggle, and I never thought I'd be back in this place, but I am. So, they all everybody says is, oh, be careful for alcohol, be careful, don't take another benzo, blah blah blah, or stuff that hits the receptors. But for some reason, I've been paying attention to specific things for so long, I didn't even put it together that getting a test for my carpal tunnel would put me back into such a place like I took benzos or alcohol. And I should have put it together because I'm not an idiot and I would know, but I didn't know enough and I didn't do my research. And that makes me think I'm not vigilant enough anymore. I have let my guard down big time, and I'm paying for it because let my guard down, which is sad because I've done everything I can, and why am I still paying for this in such a harsh way? Well, like I still need to suffer this much. So, yeah, it's been hard. It's been really hard. I think tonight I'm gonna probably watch a low-key movie, make some food later, maybe wrap a couple presents. Trying to keep my mind off of stuff, We'll see. But just wanted to give an update that, yeah, shit still sucks, and some days are a little easier than others, but I get a little nervous because when I have a little window, which is usually just sort of closer to my baseline, usually 2 days after, I completely crash into a worse place than I was before. So it's like, do I really want a window to come around? Because it fools me every fucking time that things are getting better, and then I crash right back into hell. My physical symptoms get way worse. Mental symptoms get way worse. Then the anxiety comes completely back. And it's kind of a vicious cycle because it's like the symptoms themselves scare me, which progresses the anxiety. And the anxiety causes more symptoms. So it's definitely a vicious cycle. So what I do is try to calm myself and try not to worry so much and calm down the anxiety so the other symptoms try to calm down. But they're not ready to calm down yet because something's going on in my body and I fucked up my nerves. And there is no real answer of why the nervous system does what it does. So I have to wait it out, just like I did before. I don't know how long it'll take. Not a clue. But there's going to be a point where I'm going to have to taper again. And I have about 5, let's see, I would say 5 to 6 tapers left. And that's going to itself is going to take me years now because I can't taper that often. If I could taper more, I could probably get off sooner. But if I tapered more, I would get very disabled. And right now, if I tapered, I would get very disabled because I'm already almost disabled. I mean, I already dread going into doing things anymore. So going to the grocery store, post office and things, I'm already like back in that place where it's hard to do it. And I have to, so I have to function for it. So everything has to revolve around me, and that fucking sucks. I hate making myself priority because although everybody should make themselves priority, it sucks because I shouldn't have to. Not anymore. Not anymore. Such a disappointment. But anyway, I just wanted to say hi and tell you about my day. And setbacks are inevitable. No matter how hard and vigilant, how hard you try and how vigilant you are. I pride myself on being as vigilant as I can be, and I fuck up a lot. And I'm still tapering meds, so that keeps my nervous system shot. So it's just, it's all part of it. I was getting a little cocky there for a while with eating stuff I shouldn't have eaten, which is fine on occasion, but it was compounding. It was compounding on top of all these other things. And after that, that's fine. I was in a kind of a bad place. You know, I was starting to get pressure in my head again and stuff. And I'm like, oh, fuck, things were getting bad. But then the problem happened. Like, that could have went away in a few months. Maybe. At least as far as I was thinking. But once I did that test, that carpal tunnel test, that blew me out of the water. That just took it right under my feet and dropped me into a place that I never thought I'd be back. So when people say, oh, alcohol, oh, benzos, no. You know what? Really do your research when it comes to these medical tests. Do you really need it right now? And if you do, you do. And you have to just, you know, take the backlash of it and heal again. But just like, you know, I did that test and I found out what was wrong, and eventually I might need to get surgery. But I would also probably have to do that test again. And if that was the case, I'll let my fucking hand go numb, you know. And I would say, hey, I'm not doing the test again. My hand is fucking numb. Last time I did the test, my nervous system crashed. And I barely functioned for half a year, probably. And that's half a year, probably, with me being super vigilant about not doing anything. And just sitting around and just wasting my life away. You know, I took a 10-minute walk last Thursday, and I'm paying for it still, and here it is Sunday evening. It's just not right. Not right at all. But just stay vigilant. Every day, you know, it's one thing not to be super paranoid, but it's also another thing to just be vigilant and make sure you ask the questions you need to. And if you think you're prepared for certain things, if you think your body can tolerate it. I didn't know, to be honest, but I didn't really know what the test was, and I just figured I'd do it because for some reason I didn't put it even in my head. I don't know why. I just did it because I needed to do it because my hand started going numb, which it still is. But I have a pinched nerve, and I found that out via the test. And if it gets worse, I can get surgery. Okay, that's great, but you know what they would have to do before that surgery is do that fucking test again. There's no way I'm going through this hell for that. I'd have to be able to not be picking stuff up anymore and then maybe do it down the line. But I can't do that test again. This is hell. This is hell. Now, I imagine if I was doing a lot better when I got the test, it would probably throw me into a really bad wave. But I don't think, since I was already super fragile, it probably made it a lot worse, you know. I was pushing myself. I don't know my limits. I just don't know the limit. I didn't think it could get like this. So, I mean, if I knew that, I wouldn't have pushed myself like I did. I just wouldn't have. But I didn't think I could get to this place. I didn't think I could. But I know now, and I have to be very careful. And it's sad because, you know what, I want so much out of my life. But it looks like I'm going to have to get that later, down the line. You know. And I hope people are patient with me. Because it's not an easy road. It's not an easy ride. It's not an easy road. You know, being in my brain and body, it's not easy, and it's not easy for other people who are in my life. So, all right, I'm off here. That was 15 minutes of that, but that's what's going on. I'm sure I'll be back on very soon. So, take care. If you have any questions that I feel like answering, I'll answer them, and, you know, stuff like that. So take care. Yeah, take care.